Let's talk about risk mitigation when it comes to chronic illness. As of right now, September 2024, I have had 5 abdominal CT scans this year. Any ER provider listening is cringing right now. To them, I might as well be glowing. But for me, it's an unfortunate reality of my illness. And it's something that a lot of people who don't face these choices in their day-to-day life don't necessarily understand about the chronic illness realm. And while healthcare as a whole has a point of harm reduction, there comes a point where risk mitigation is very calculated towards the patient. And unfortunately, it takes a patient creating a medical team that understands the complexities of medical risk-taking to fully inform them of what's going on. Take the CTs, for example. It was never my goal to have that much radiation exposure, but the alternative was potentially missing a life-threatening diagnosis. And that brings that risk to the acute forefront. And I've seen other chronically ill creators talk about how they don't give a damn about the risk of dementia with drugs that they're taking, 40 years down the line, because the mitigating factors that it gives them right now for symptom relief or delaying the progression of another illness has greater value to them. And that's why it's really important when you see people documenting their chronic illness journeys on here to not directly compare one of us to another, even if we have the same diagnoses and seemingly similar treatment plans, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You're seeing what we choose to portray. And with myself, I am very upfront and open with my medical journey and explaining the risks that I take in my medical decisions, but that's because this is a medical education account. This is because I take the time to research and explain things outside of my own journey to make sure that I'm not making generalizations on certain topics, and even I, have to make corrections sometimes. So when you see a creator that is seemingly undergoing some sort of treatment or, whatever the case may be, that you deem to be too dangerous for their chronic illness stage, or however you want to phrase it, just keep in mind that you're seeing a very small snapshot of that person's journey, and it's not your place to tell them whether or not they're making dangerous choices for their body, because chances are they understand the risks that they're taking, and they don't need you, an anonymous account that they don't know, explaining that. I don't know how you guys get this to prime with your mouths, because I suck, or I don't. Anyways, I feel like I got kind of rambly at the end there, but risk mitigation looks different to everyone, and I'm not gonna go out and tell you that my 5 CTs is going to be the ideal plan for someone experiencing even the same complications that I did earlier in the year. You have to realize that everybody's plan is going to be slightly different, and you're not going to see every little detail that's going into the medical decision being made.